2019 was one of the most mentally challenging years of my life. I spent a lot of it feeling unsure of what my next move was and losing a sense of who I am as a person. I thought letting time go by would change things, but nothing really seemed to change except for what day it was. I was just passively letting my life go by, feeling unhappy, and doing nothing about it. And I definitely wasn't doing the things I thought I would be doing at 23. It wasn't until a few days before the end of the year that I realized time doesn't wait for anyone. So, fuck it.
I met Kevin in 2014 when I went on my first North American tour.
I'll add them to the guest list. And I'll let you know how many guests I can add.
I was 17 at the time and he was 19. It was one of the most exciting times of my life.
All right.
He was the tour photographer, and he's also debatably the person I've traveled with the most. We drove across the continent to 16 cities over the course of like 2 months. But when tour was over, I went back to LA and he went back to Boulder. We've met up to shoot some more since then, but the last time I saw him was when I was 19, which was 4 years ago. So I booked a one-way flight to New Delhi, India to take my longest solo trip and meet up with him on the other side of the world.
Oh, you ready to go to sleep? Holy cow.
I'm so tired. So, I did it, and it only took 21 hours and 30 minutes.
I'm in India. Oh, good night. I'm still not processing the fact that I'm on the other side of the world. It's pretty insane.
It was our first day in India, and we had no plan. All we knew was that we wanted to spend today and tonight in Delhi before we flew to the next city.
All right, so should we go explore?
I'm game. I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll be honest. I have no idea where the hell we are. I just blindly followed Kevin to a random location, which turns out to be kind of the theme of this trip.
Where are we? Kevin went to go meet up with a friend, so I'm just hanging out until he gets back. So far, India is like, wow. I'm so exhausted. It's 6:48 p.m. here, and I've just been kind of struggling to stay awake. Kevin has a friend named Kelsey, and she's flying in tonight. Also, I'm sick. Have you ever flown while you're congested, and when you're taking off and landing, your congestion kind of just like moves around your face? It made my ears pop, and I'm a little fucked up. That's why I traveled here with a mask, on top of the fact that coronavirus is spreading around the world right now. Anyway, when Kevin gets back, we're gonna go get something to eat, and I'm fucking hungry. I just gotta stay awake.
This is why you're getting sleepy, because it's like...
He's back.
Wake up! Wake up!
Okay, let's go. You can actually order a tuk-tuk on the Uber app, which is kind of so funny. So we took one to this restaurant called Loda. We got recommended to go try this place, and the food was amazing, but the restaurant was so weirdly empty to the point where the waiters didn't really have anything else to do except watch us eat. Then we tried to visit the India Gate, and it was closed. But I don't know, I think this is close enough. Kevin pitched the idea of going to Pushkar, this kind of small city in the Indian state of Rajasthan. To be honest, I didn't really know anything about it at all, but we booked flights for the next morning, and when Kelsey arrived, we figured out where we would stay. Plane at this airport.
Where I run away and disappear and you don't know where you are.
This is the small airport that we flew into. And from there we had to drive about an hour and 15 minutes into Pushkar. Decided to stay in a hostel so we could meet new people. I've never stayed in a hostel before, so I didn't really know what to expect, but no one ended up getting the fourth bed in our room, so we just had the whole room to ourselves. Sweet.
If you keep the window open, like when you go out, you can close it because monkeys come inside.
Oh, okay.
When are you leaving? You said 10 minutes?
Yes.
Maybe less?
Yes, yes.
We're kind of hungry, but we want to come.
We will have some street food and chai on the way.
Pushkar?
Yeah.
That's where we are right now. Kevin just put us on a plane and took us here. We had to drive an hour from the airport to where we are right now, and it's so wild. What are we about to do right now?
I think to the top of that mountain hike hill thing.
To that mountain?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Okay, I guess we're about to go up there. Let's do it.
When we were checking in, one of the guys working there told us about a hike we could take to this temple on top of a mountain for the sunset, and that they were about to go in 10 minutes. So we went with them. Damn. After a 30-minute hike, we made it to the top of the mountain, and the view was insane. You could see the entire city of Pushkar, which, as we found out, is one of the holiest pilgrimage sites in India because of the lake.
God Brahma, in Hindu mythology, he is believed to be the creator of the universe. He takes a lotus flower and he throws it downstairs. All the petals fell and there is a lake created when the petals fell. And you can see that lake right over there. It's the Pushkar Lake. And it's next to the Brahma temple.
We spent the next hour or so just hanging out at the top of this mountain watching the sunset. It's kind of crazy because we literally just met these guys like 10 minutes after checking into our hostel, but they ended up being super cool and it was really fun. We went and got dinner with them after, and something kind of interesting about Pushkar is not only is it a completely dry city, but it's also completely vegetarian. We still had one more day we wanted to spend here, and by the time we got back to the hostel, I was ready to pass out. We only booked our hostel for one night, so that morning we just kind of walked around until we found a cool-looking hotel. And continuing with the theme of the trip, we didn't exactly have solid plans for the day.
Hey Jen, guess what?
What?
You see that tree right there?
Yeah.
That's star fruit.
Really?
Yeah.
So weirdly enough, like an hour before we checked into this hotel, Kelsey had asked me if I've ever had starfruit before, and I haven't.
Thank you. He wants one.
Wow, this is very good.
Yes, good.
Yeah, we decided to go into the city and get something to eat. We got a recommendation to try this restaurant, and once again, the food was amazing. I don't think I've ever been to a country where literally every single place I ate at was just delicious, and that has been India. After we ate, we walked around the city a little bit to just check it out and do some shopping, and then we decided we were going to meet up with the guys from yesterday and do something I have never done before. We were going to ride motorcycles through India. They wanted to take us to Aloo Baba,
And then we have Aloo Baba.
a famous guru who lives about a half an hour outside of Pushkar in a 1,000-year-old temple. I'm honestly pretty nervous. This is going to be thrilling because driving around India, especially like this town, is pretty crazy. People bring Aloo Baba potatoes because apparently that's the only thing he eats. He lives a life of simplicity, and people come to visit him for his wisdom.
Like, what types of things can we ask?
Then I get very angry, what do I do? Any problem you have, like what is the secret to happiness?
That's a good one.
I can feel you want to just sit right next to him, ask him questions. No, you shouldn't be. You're a professional.
You ask something.
No, I'm not asking you.
Why?
You asking?
No, you ask him.
No. If he's going to throw potatoes at me, throw potatoes.
Even though we had no idea what anyone was saying unless it was translated to us,
He's asking where you are from.
California.
there was something really unifying about sitting down in a circle around this guru.
Our man here is teaching us how to make masala chai. Are you excited to learn the recipe, guys?
Yes.
Fennel, pepper, and cinnamon.
Masala chai is an extremely popular tea in India.
We just wait until it boils.
Whoa. Looks good.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Ready to shred?
Look at those monkeys.
Let's park on the side. Now we will play a quick game.
With the monkeys?
Yes, with the monkeys. Here's a packet.
Okay.
Here's a packet for you. So they do not have to steal the packet from you. You have to feed them one by one.
Oh, fuck.
One by one.
Oh my god. No, Kevin.
He'll just
Yeah.
snatch.
One more?
Oh, they're playing.
He's getting the crumbs.
Oh no. Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look up.
Why? That?
Yes. I'm so scared.
Our last day in Pushkar was coming to an end. Coming here, I had really no idea what to expect, mostly because I've never even heard of this place before. But the experience I had here was incredible, very much thanks to the people that we met. Our next stop was Bangalore, just for one night. We just landed and ordered 6 drinks?
In 5 minutes.
Pretty much all we did in Bangalore was drink. By the time we actually got to our Airbnb, the day was pretty much over, so we just decided to go out.
We started this morning in Pushkar.
We did start Pushkar.
What time is it?
It's like 4, 5,
1800.
6. Our flight tomorrow was around noon, so we had less than 24 hours here, and I didn't film any of it. I'm not bringing my camera, so...
Oh no!
Off the record.
Yeah.
What happens in Bangalore
Stays in Bangalore. So I guess you'll never know. Our next and final destination was Goa, a more tropical part of India, but we weren't all going together. Kelsey had to work. Bye! But Kevin and I still had 2 more days left of our trip. Ooh. I was not, well, I had no idea where I was going when I was coming to India, but I was not expecting this, and this is everything. And I think we are about to take a sunset boat ride with drinks. Cheers! The whole video is gonna be like so adventurous, and then gets to the end and we're just like drinking, laying around. Goa was definitely a major change of pace for us, but in the best way possible. We spent our last night in Goa just relaxing and hanging out with some of the guys who work there.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers. Lemon.
Little bit.
It is our last day in India. I'm super bummed. I've been having like legitimately the time of my fucking life here. Thanks guys. Yeah.
Where?
Los Angeles,
San Francisco, Los Angeles.
California. Pretty intense. It's over.
Going home.
This is the end.
Made it. Almost.
It's just another 20 hours. I don't think there's been another trip that has impacted me as deeply as this one has. I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous to go to India. I was nervous to travel there by myself. I was nervous to meet up with a friend that I hadn't seen in 4 years. There were a lot of excuses that I could have made for myself, but I've found that when you don't wait and you take those steps outside your comfort zone, those are the moments that really change your life.